Some banknotes celebrate power. This Canadian banknote celebrates courage. One person's quiet determination can leave a legacy worth far more than $10. Unlike most banknotes that honor kings, presidents, or military leaders, this one celebrates an ordinary businesswoman who stood up against racial discrimination. The portrait on the obverse of the banknote is of Viola Desmond, born in 1914, a Canadian entrepreneur and civil rights activist. She owned a successful beauty salon and trained black women in cosmetology because they were often excluded from mainstream beauty schools. However, she became famous for one courageous act. In 1946, Viola Desmond went to a movie theatre in Nova Scotia. She purchased a ticket and sat on the main floor. Then a staff member told her she had to move to the balcony. The real reason wasn't the ticket price. The main floor was reserved for white customers. When she refused to move, she was arrested and jailed. She spent a night in prison. Instead of charging her with violating segregation laws, authorities charged her with failing to pay a 1-cent tax difference between the balcony and main floor tickets. This injustice sparked a movement that later helped challenge racial discrimination in Canada. Although she lost her court case, her bravery inspired later generations. Viola's protest occurred 9 years before Rosa Parks' protest, another woman famous for her brave act on a bus in the United States. She is often called Canada's Rosa Parks. One interesting detail is that the portrait is based on a photograph taken shortly before she opened her beauty salon. Hidden within the design of Canada's $10 banknote is a map of Halifax, North End. This historic neighborhood was where Viola Desmond lived, ran her beauty salon, and empowered black women through education and business. The map serves as a reminder that extraordinary people often make history from within their own communities. Look closely at the transparent window. Inside is a beautiful holographic image of the dome ceiling of the Library of Parliament in Ottawa. As you tilt the note, the hologram shines and changes, helping prevent counterfeiting. The library itself is a national treasure. It survived the Great Parliament Fire of 1916 and stands today as a symbol of Canada's history, knowledge, and democracy. On the obverse at the upper right corner there are two groups of 6 raised bumps. The Canadian $10 banknote made history by featuring Viola Desmond, the first black woman, other than Queen Elizabeth II, to appear on a regularly circulating banknote. It stands as a powerful tribute to her fight for civil rights and equal opportunities for black Canadians. Widely regarded as one of the world's finest modern banknotes, this Canadian $10 note earned international acclaim for its innovative design and powerful storytelling. It also made history as Canada's first vertically designed banknote. The reverse of the banknote pays tribute to human rights, featuring the Canadian Museum for Human Rights in Winnipeg, Manitoba. It also includes a powerful passage from the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Everyone has the freedom of conscience and religion, thought, belief, opinion, and expression. The color-shifting eagle feather beside the maple leaf. As you tilt the banknote, it changes color, helping protect against counterfeiting. But it also carries a deeper meaning. In many Indigenous cultures, the eagle feather is one of the highest symbols of honor, representing truth, courage, wisdom, and respect. Its presence on the note celebrates Canada's Indigenous heritage alongside its advanced security technology. The maple leaf is Canada's most recognizable national symbol. It has represented the country for over a century and appears on the national flag, coins, passports, and banknotes. It symbolizes Canada's natural beauty, unity, peace, and national pride. The coat of arms combines symbols of Canada's British and French heritage with uniquely Canadian elements. Lion of England symbolizes courage and the British heritage of Canada. Unicorn of Scotland represents Scotland's contribution to Canada's history. Fleur-de-lis represents France and the French roots of Canada. 3 maple leaves united on one stem, they symbolize the unity of all Canadians. St. Edward's crown represents the Canadian monarch and Canada's constitutional monarchy. shield displays symbols of England, Scotland, Ireland, France, and Canada, reflecting the country's historical foundations. This note is among the world's most secure banknotes. It includes transparent window, metallic hologram, raised ink, hidden numbers, microprinting, color-shifting features, polymer substrate, complex line patterns, UV fluorescent elements. The banknote is printed by Canadian Banknote Company and issued by Bank du Canada. The language used on it is both French and English. Every time someone spends this $10 note, they carry a reminder that standing up for equality can change history. This video is sponsored by onearcher.com. If you want to start your own collection of cool banknotes and coins from around the globe, check out onearcher.com. That's where banknote and coin collectors find awesome banknotes and informative books on banknotes from all across the world. So that's the story of 10 Canadian banknote and the Lady Viola Desmond. Which country's money should we explore next? Drop your guess in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more money adventures.